Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on November 14, 2022, the Central Public Security Party Committee held online conference to assess the initial results of the implementation of Politburo Resolution No. 2 and Central Party Committee of Public Security Plan No. 118. The conference was presided over by General Tolam, a Politburo member, Secretary of the Central Public Security Party Committee, and Minister of Public Security. Mr. Colonel Nguyễn Văn Trải, Director of Provincial Public Security, presided over the conference at the TayNinhTV Provincial Public Report.
Over the time, the Central Public Security Party Committee, the police of the ministry-affiliated unit and the local police have developed and organized plans to thoroughly understand and implement the Resolution No. 12, Plan No. 118 for the leaders and commanders of subordinate units, officials, and soldiers in appropriate form. The party committee's organizations, cars, and party members in the People's Public Security Force have essentially mastered the guiding viewpoints, goals, tasks, and solutions to build the force after more than 7 months of thorough grasping and implementing public security for the people from now to 2030. The implementation and the concretization of the Resolution No. 12 has done methodically and scientifically with a roadmap and careful and sure steps in accordance with the requirements and tasks of protecting national security, ensuring the social order and safety, and preventing and combating against the crime. Maximize cars and party members' collective wisdom and responsibility in propaganda work, actively protect the party's ideological foundation, promptly fight and refute hostile forces, reactionaries, and political opportunities for the Politburo policy on building the People's Public Security Force. General Tolam, Politburo member, Secretary of the Central Public Security Party Committee and Minister of Public Security, stated at the conference conclusion that the resolution really clean, strong, regular, elite, modern, meeting the requirements and tasks in the new situation in the Politburo resolution, so the People's Public Security Force is responsible for thoroughly grasping it. Resolution No. 12, Plan No. 118 is used by party committees and police chiefs of units and localities to review the entire program, plan, and key tasks of the units during the task periods and annually.
The Governor Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs hosted a webinar on November 15 to solicit feedback on the draft project, continuing to implement the policy of granting a number of newspaper and magazine publication and researching and innovating the form of supply information suitable to the specific conditions of ethnic minority areas, mountainous area, and area with special difficulties for the period 2023-2025. Ms. Hoàng Thị Hạnh, Deputy Minister and Vice Chairman of the Committee for Ethnic Minority, and Mr. Nguyễn Huy Dũng, Deputy Minister of Information and Communication, presided over the seminar. Mr. Nguyễn Minh Nay, Deputy Director of Department of Affairs, and leaders of relevant departments division attended the workshop at the TayNinhTV Province Report. According to a survey conducted by the Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs, the revision of propaganda contents has historically closely followed the political tasks of the party and state, as well as the key tasks of ethnic affairs and policy. Following consultation, the majority of locality agreed that the current 19 newspaper and magazines should be maintained. Simultaneously, it is necessary to supplement the contents of legal education and legal aid, the contents of religious and belief work, innovative public transportation models, and the revision of more forms of electronic newspaper and video newspaper. Many people believe that in order for this policy to continue to be effective, newspaper and magazines that participate in providing information and communication to beneficiaries in ethnic minority area should base themselves on the principle and purpose of their newspaper, producing specialized topics for the subject serving at the various level, uniformly from central to local levels, and avoiding overlapping, rampant, and difficult to control. The model of information delivery must also be updated. The development of a specialized website for ethnic minority and mountainous area with automatic reading technology and Mandarin and some ethnic minority languages was abroad and highly appreciated by delegates. According to the delegates, the policy of granting a number of newspapers and magazines and renovating the form of information provision suitable to the specific condition of ethnic minorities, mountainous areas, and extremely difficult areas in the governance policy, affirming the party and state priority concerns, and meeting the aspirations of the vast majority of compatriots, colors, and soldiers. It is critical that the party and the state continue to promulgate policy and implement them more effectively in the coming period.
And on November the 15th, the Provincial Center for Disease Control (CDC) organized a training and guidance on diagnosis and treatment for domestic and non-public health facilities, as well as supervision of the prevention, control, and prevention of monkeypox infection. Delegates heard representatives from the Pasteur Institute in Ho Chi Minh City and the Institute of Dermatology in Ho Chi Minh City directly deployed the following contents during the training section: human monkeypox diagnosis, treatment, and prevention guidelines, the guidelines for prevention of monkeypox infection in medical examination and treatment establishments, focusing on how to distinguish between the monkeypox and smallpox, the process of dealing with suspected monkeypox cases and treatment classification, discharge criteria, and risk assessment of monkeypox exposure in medical facilities, clinics for dermatology, sexually transmitted disease, and male gynecological disease preserve special attention in the high-risk groups. Monkeypox is an acute infectious disease that can cause pandemic and is caused by the monkeypox virus. It is transmitted from the person to person via direct contact with skin lesions, bodily fluids, sexual intercourse, and infected people, objects, and mother-to-child transmission. Short monkeypox is usually fatal with the second week of the illness, and pregnant women, the elderly, the children, the people with underlying medical conditions, and immunocompromised people are on high-risk subjects. The Provincial Center for Disease Control also organized a knowledge training for school health managers, district education and training department, administrators, and medical staff of secondary school in 2022 in the morning of the same day.
Turn to other news. On November 15, the Journalists Association of TayNinhTV Province, in collaboration with the Journalists Association of Ho Chi Minh City and the Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development of Vietnam, awarded 40 scholarships to poor students in Bến Cầu District and Tra Ba Thao. Mr. Nguyễn Thế Lực, the TayNinhTV Province Journalists Association standing vice chairman and leaders of the Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development in Bến Cầu District and Tra Ba Thao, awarded 20 scholarships to La Thuận Secondary School students, 10 scholarships to Nguyễn Huệ High School students, and 10 scholarships to Bình Thạnh High School students. The total amount awarded was 60 million Vietnam dong, which was sponsored by the Vietnam Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. This scholarship will be used to care for, support, and create learning environment for children from low-income families in the province. On this occasion, school administrators expressed their heartfelt appreciation to the TayNinhTV Province Journalists Association, the Ho Chi Minh City Journalists Association, and the Vietnam Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development for working together to assist and create conditions for students to overcome learning difficulties.
And to actively grasp the situation and advise the party committees and local authorities on how to mobilize the synergy of the entire political system and entire people to actively participate in and respond to the work of ensuring security and order and peace, TayNinhTV Police launched a big attack on November the 15th of 2022, suppressing criminals and ensuring security and order for the Lunar New Year of 2023, when a peak wave will begin from November the 15th of 2022 to the end of February the 5th of 2023 across the province. As a result, the provincial police force will actively assess the situation, provide prompt advice, and solve complex security issues, enhance security and safety for the key targets, political, economic, and social events, to protect the people's Spring and New Year celebrations, etc., To ensure the people's safety while traveling and having fun, do not allow complicated security and order situation and avoid accidents and traffic jam also. In addition to the regular police force, other forces such as commune police, military and people patrols are mobilized to right the extent possible by the police of district, city and town and cities to ensure the security and order, traffic safety, and mobilize the people to participate in protecting the festival so that the people can enjoy the Spring Festival. Also on November the 15th, the army launched a big attack, suppressed the crime and ensured the security and order in district throughout the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the goal of promoting the digital economy of agriculture and rural areas, helping organizations, businesses, and people realize the benefits of digital technology application in product consumption. Currently, the agricultural sector of the TayNinhTV province is promoting technology transfer, granting planting area costs, farming areas, and traceability stamp to make the origin transparent and promote the consumption of agricultural products. With the goal of developing clean agricultural production, bringing quality agricultural products to market, and ensuring food safety and hygiene, many agricultural projects utilizing high technology in production have been formed and put into operation, contributing to the province's agricultural products value. Typically, the use of agricultural production practices in animal husbandry and cultivation that adhere to Vietgap and Global Gap standards.
Truy xuất nguồn gốc này thì công ty của mình đã
For this traceability, my company did it 4 years ago. This traceability helps us to manage directly on the ground and tree by tree. It means how many kilograms and fertilizer and pesticides do you use on each tree, how many liters per fruit, whether it exceeds the set target or not. If there are violation of the safety level on the fruit, I can manage them on. Another part is that not only can we manage it, but customers of the product can also check it on their own.
Có bị vi phạm cái mức độ an toàn trên trái hay không, mình đều quản lý được.
TayNinhTV Agriculture has excellent opportunity to expand its production scale and market for agricultural products, given the current integration trend. Since 2019, the Sub-Department of Cultivation and Plant Protection has collaborated with Core Ltd to develop products that are both compatibility and meet the strict technical standard of importing countries. In the province, KIH has piloted the use of key-push electric traceability software. Until now, the province has deployed the key-push electric traceability software application for over 1,800 organizations and individuals covering a total area of over 1,500 hectares, as well as over 50,000 products traceability stamp for broad tree production facility.
Tôi thấy là người tiêu dùng hiện tại bây giờ họ cũng đã quá
After
quen
that, now consumers are too familiar and can easily take out the phone and look up the origin of the products before they buy it. It builds trust with consumers. The rest of Hoàng Xuân Farm are trusted by partners such as Japan and Singapore. These are also very demanding partners. I hope that production traceability is also one of the criteria that their partners care about for them to trust and import.
Một trong những cái tiêu chí mà các cái đối tác họ quan tâm để mà họ tin tưởng để mà nhập khẩu.
For root and a variety of agricultural products that want to be sold at supermarket and many wholesale channels such as trade center, convenience store, e-commerce platform, good agricultural practices such as Vietgap, Global Gap, and have the planting area code for traceability. Therefore, at present, the Bronzo Department of Cultivation and Plant Protection have granted sport course to 40 recent growing fruit trees such as banana, longan, jackfruit, rambutan, mango, durian for sport, exporters to the market of Chinese, the United States, and the EU. At the same time, in the province, there are also 4 packing facilities that are rented sport course to market China, Australia, New Zealand.
The people want to sell products at a good prices, and if they want to export products, they must do traceability, and we have announced the following procedures, administrative procedure, to meet this requirement, both by information technology and doing it manually so that we can issue this code in a reasonable time. After the grant is completed, we must also monitor the implementation process to see if it is good or not.
It can be seen that this digital transformation in the agricultural sector will lay the groundwork, establish institutions, and promote the transition from agricultural production to agricultural economy, develop high-tech agriculture with a focus on smart agriculture and precision agriculture, thereby enriching the proportion of digital agriculture in the economy. The branding of the growing area code not only assists in tracing the origin, but also adhere to specific production process to meet the requirements of the importing country, assisting farmers in being aware of production problems locally related to quality, product quality, and price. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.